He sent you here to get me. Because the crisis is here. I will be running home to you.
Batwoman, there is no more time. The multiverse is in great danger. I'm sorry, the what?
I'm fighting to make things right.
Who the hell are you people?
We need your help stopping this antimatter wave.
You just told me my world is over, and you need my help. No one else has to die.
Come with me. I need your help to avert a crisis that threatens the entire multiverse.
Welcome to the Joy Zone.
There's a wave of antimatter destroying everything in its path until it obliterates all reality. We can beat this together.
Suit up for the biggest crossover ever.
We've got your backs.
Crisis on Infinite Earths. The CW's crossover event begins Sunday, December 8th. Presented by Boost Mobile.
You should have told me what was going to happen on Earth, too. John was there. He could have been killed.
The destruction of that Earth was a necessary sacrifice.
And what about Laurel Ann's? Her friends, her family?
And countless more like them will perish if we do not ensure that Oliver Queen is prepared for what is coming. Were you successful?
Yes. I have Dr. Wong.
Let us proceed.
Welcome back, everyone. Big surprise, they dropped a bunch of new Crisis on Infinite Earths trailer videos, so we'll break it all down. There's a whole bunch of Easter eggs. There's a bunch of other scenes that aren't in these trailers that I'll break down. And obviously we have that scene with Lila confirming that she is the Harbinger character that's been working with the Monitor. She's probably been Harbinger this whole time. We're doing a new round of that Flash Ring giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave your favorite moment from the trailers on the video. They brought back so much stuff just in this footage, and it's only a fraction of the stuff that's happening during the crossover. There's obviously going to be Easter eggs for every possible thing, TV show, movie, comic book that you could possibly imagine. But I'll start at the beginning of the footage and just go through shot by shot. So you start with the Flash asking Lila, who's gone full Harbinger, if the Monitor has sent her to get him because it's time for Crisis on Infinite Earths to start. Is it time? Then they use the logo transitions with the antimatter wave, just letting you know that everything is being wiped from existence. There's a reference to the original marketing for comic book Crisis. Worlds will live, worlds will die, and the DC universe will never be the same. They've already wiped Earth 2 off the map and a couple others so far. Obviously they're going to get rid of a whole bunch of others too, but they actually used that line of dialogue from the comics in last year's crossover with the Psycho Pirate character, so I'm wondering if he's going to come back and cameo again during this in some way, because Psycho Pirate was a big Crisis comic book character. There's a lot of battle scenes with them fighting some unseen force running at something off of screen. We do actually see them later in the trailer fighting the actual Anti-Monitor in that giant rock quarry. They just break that scene up throughout the trailer a bunch of different times. This is a scene of what seems like Barry in regular clothes running on the cosmic treadmill at Star Labs. Hopefully there'll be some references to the actual comic book cosmic treadmill, because the one at Star Labs is just a super version of a treadmill. It's not the actual cosmic treadmill. This is Barry inside what seems like one of the labs on Supergirl's Earth 38. Most of the footage seems like it's from a couple different episodes, like them fighting the Anti-Monitor, probably from later in the crossover, but most of the rest of this footage seems like it's from the first episode of the crossover, because they're getting the call to action from Lila. She's going around grabbing everybody, and a lot of the other characters seem like they're meeting other characters for the first time. Barry references Coming Home to You. That's the original song that he sang during Season 3. Supergirl also sang that song at their wedding ceremony during the crossover a couple years ago. There's another scene of 90s Flash, Barry Allen's symbol broken on the cosmic treadmill, implying that he's either died or somehow his costume just got ripped to shreds. Hopefully they do not kill him off. Then Lila goes to pick up Batwoman. She's on the same Earth as the Flash and Arrow, so it's not like she's hopping to another reality. She's just in Gotham City. This kind of seems like it's a version of their Wayne Manor. I have not been watching that show, so I'm not totally sure whether or not they're going to bring that version of Batman into the crossover. The one Batman that we know we're getting is the Kevin Conroy Batman from Batman the Animated Series, and he's kind of playing the older 80-something Batman from Batman Beyond. Then you have the Flash, Cisco, and Pariah going to pick up Black Lightning on his Earth and him just completely freaking out. What are you doing here? Wait, you need my help? This is one of the only times that you see which Earth they're on. When they flash this map of the multiverse, it says Earth 73. That's actually a big reference to 1973, the year that the Super Friends Team-Up TV show was created. And they're kind of doing a version of Super Friends with them all teaming up for the crossover, sort of a TV version of Justice League. They've also referenced Super Friends in the past during crossovers too. The Hall of Justice is that building on the Flash TV show. We just haven't gone there in a couple years. Then you see Black Lightning interacting with Heatwave and Killer Frost at Star Labs. This scene of Lila freaking out on a hospital bed seems like it's maybe when she's starting to go full Harbinger from the comics. Love this scene of Black Lightning interacting with 90s Flash, Barry Allen. I'm so happy they're bringing him back. Then Black Lightning just lighting something up with his powers. Lila goes to pick up the Legends, who seem like they're just chilling out in a sports bar over beers. Ray Palmer suiting up, you see him in battle with everyone else. There's a bunch of Ray Palmer all over this early footage. But remember, he's also playing Kingdom Come Superman during this. We see Heatwave and Killer Frost together, Flash Rogues team-up moment. It's been forever since Heatwave has been on the Flash or inside Star Labs. We get that funny one-liner from Sarah, welcome to the fun zone. Then this is them bum-rushing the Anti-Monitor. You can see his armor looks a little bit different from the Monitor's armor. It's almost exactly like comic book Anti-Monitor without the crazy helmet that he wears on top. But this is what his face looks like when he's not wearing that helmet. Remember, we also got that footage of this same quarry with a version of the Monitor with no facial hair or mutton chops, so I'm starting to wonder if he's somehow connected to the Anti-Monitor. Then in the last couple of scenes, this is actually pretty interesting, you see a version of Superman's cape torn and hung up like a flag, waving in the wind, just like during the death of Superman after he had been killed by Doomsday. But which version of Superman's cape is it, or Supergirl? So the thing is, it's not Supergirl or Earth 38 Superman's cape. Their capes look like this. And it's not Smallville Superman Tom Welling's cape. His cape looks like this. We know Brandon Routh is playing an older version of Christopher Reeve's Superman just because of the way the continuity of Superman Returns works. And his cape is a little bit different from that movie, but this is Christopher Reeve's cape. This is his cape during that movie. He's also playing Kingdom Come Superman, wearing a version of that comic book costume. And this is what that cape looks like. So either this happens to be a totally different version of Superman that they wind up killing off on an alternate Earth and it's a big Easter egg for another version, or it's just from an earlier battle. But let me know in the comments if you can spot which version of Superman's cape this is, from which TV show, which movie, which comic book reference, because none of the capes I can think of look exactly like this. But heads up, they probably will kill off at least one version of Superman during the crossover, but obviously because Earth 38 Superman is getting his own TV show next year, it's definitely not going to be him. Then they have the team meeting on Supergirl's Earth, heartfelt talk with Superman, and then some more of that big battle scene in the quarry with the Anti-Monitor. The other new scenes that they reveal, but aren't in this trailer, are confirmation on baby John Kent Superboy. He'll be featured more on that Superman TV show next year. Team Supergirl, then Lena Luthor and Alex helping out. So Lena, in addition to Lex Luthor, will participate in at least the first episode of the crossover. Batwoman, Superman, and Supergirl. Then all of the actors from the first episode of the crossover together, just mugging for camera. This is them behind the scenes. Oliver, the Legends, Mia Smoke, The Flash, Martian Manhunter, the Supergirl characters. Ray Palmer and Batwoman, then Oliver having a heart-to-heart chat with Earth 38 Superman, Oliver and Mia, then Batwoman, Superman, Ray Palmer, The Flash, right in the middle of a fight. But what's going to happen is because all the footage is starting to drop now, there'll be a much bigger trailer that will probably drop sometime next week, because that's when all the shows come back. They were on break this week. I know a lot of you are still wondering what's the deal with Tom Welling's Smallville Superman. What's he going to be doing? Which episode of the crossover he's going to be in? Yes, there was a convention a little while ago where someone implied that Tom Welling said that he was only in a couple scenes for the crossover. It wasn't going to be like a really huge role, but he would be doing something really cool. So just be sure to couch your expectations in terms of how they use that Tom Welling Superman character. There's a whole bunch of stuff happening. They just announced 5 brand new Marvel Phase 5 mystery movies. I'm doing a new Hulk video. I'll talk about those movies when I post that sometime in the next couple of days. While you wait for everything, click here for my last big Crisis on Infinite Earths trailer video, and click here for my brand new Rick and Morty Season 4 Episode 2 video. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.